Panger, last time we were together on this here set, we were watching a game with Columbus and Montreal. Dano, I know you were paying attention to that one in Detroit as well. It was slow out the gate for the Jackets first 10 minutes, then they turned it on. And again, they've been buzzing here of late, really hit their stride heading into the postseason, have that top spot in the wild card right now, and things can still change. But this is a scary team. I wouldn't want to face the Jackets round one.
No, listen, they've got a few extra layers of skin. They performed well last year in the first couple of games. Very disappointed with the way that ended up against the Washington Capitals. But we saw what the Caps were all about. But right now, it's all about this team right now. It's all about this group of players right now. It's all about gelling together. It's not easy to create a team atmosphere when you add so many players at the deadline. I'm actually rather impressed with the way they finally come together right now and are playing their best hockey. And they're sitting right now. I'm going to go to my spreadsheet right here. Boom, with 94 points and an opportunity here. They got Boston at the Rangers, at Ottawa. So, you know, that's those are two games that you're thinking 4 points in the bank. This one here tonight's going to be a tough one against the Boston Bruins. But they're coming together at the right time.
They are. They can clinch, so they're going to be ready.
Yep.
Certainly. They hope the cannon goes off a few times. But 2-3 weeks ago, I was looking at Columbus and going, oh, boy. Especially when they made the trades at the deadline. I know it takes time to gel, and sometimes you've got to really...
And sometimes it doesn't work.
Got to be careful.
You don't know.
Sometimes you add too much, regardless how talented they are. It just upsets the flow of the chemistry. But I was saying, this is going to be a dangerous team come playoff time. Then about 10 days ago, I'm saying, I don't know if they're going to get in the playoffs because it just hasn't gelled. They can't score goals.
But then Bobrovsky
all of a sudden
strung together 3 shutouts in 4 games, and all of a sudden the goaltending looked real solid. Players in front looked real confident. Now they're playing big on the boards, and they really ran over Montreal, the game that we were here watching. It was a tight game at first, maybe a little anxiety and nervousness with Columbus, and then the second period came on after a couple of big hits, a couple of big shifts, some board battles, and then they were off and running.
Yeah, no, they're getting it going.
They got to play that way,
at
though,
the right time, and it looks like they're going to punch their ticket sooner than later for the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, and that's a theme that you guys have talked about. And we'll get into it more as the show goes along. Columbus takes them a little while to get their feet wet, but once those feet are wet,
gotta get those toes in the water quick.
I know, but
go.
Playoff time, you gotta.
We always hear cliché, play to your identity. They have to play a heavy game. That's the type of team they are.
Josh Anderson leads them in that direction. He's been playing some real good hockey.
Love him, an elite power forward that you can't find too often anymore.
Big